Well, they may still be CBS 19, but they're on channel 18. And it's KYTX. And they have Azteca America, CBS, and Retro Television. And they go by, CBS19.tv.
I'll check it out tonight.
We were talking about the freaking huge antenna that is in Bob's attic.
Yeah.
Talking about things he points. I just don't understand how you could point west, southwest. I think your signal would break up. But 19 is the closest one I know of, and that would be, and that's at CBS. It'd have to be in Tyler, unless you're picking up the 11 like Chris is talking about. But the easiest way to tell, hit the news at 5 o'clock.
I will do that.
5, 6, somewhere in there. If you see a CBS 19 logo, it's Tyler.
Will do.
And I want to know which antenna you're using. I'm going to stick it on my roof.
I think it's the same one he wants me to put on my balcony.
Well, I got that Radio Shack one that looks like the Starship Enterprise, with the little ears. Works for me. Roundtable. I gave him enough time.
Camelot. It's only a model. Shh.
We're knights of the round table. We dance when we're able. We do routines, we call the scenes, with footwork impeccable. We dine well here in Camelot. We eat ham and jam and spam a lot.
On second thoughts, let's not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
Right. Yeah. Well, as all of you know, I've been gone a long time. And it's good to be back in the chair. I've enjoyed every minute of it. And I'd enjoy it more, but we're off next week. So I have to enjoy it some more when we get back. But in my travels, while I've been off, I've monitored the transmissions, and I've seen a lot of things. And one of the things that fascinates me, well, several things, is the audacity of this administration in Congress. First off, I've told you guys in the weeks about declassifying or reclassifying the internet. They don't like the fact that news is getting out. The Tea Parties are actually working. They're Twittering, they're Facebooking, they're doing their things, and they're taking people out in a political sense. They didn't think it was going to happen. But it's amazing what happens when a mob gets a hold of technology and does their thing. Janikowski, in my opinion, needs to resign. This is nuts, this whole deal with the broadband deal that they're trying to do, when plenty of people can go out there. The government wants to get their hands on it. This thing is, 10 years old now? I mean, has the overall consumer part of it goes. I mean, it goes back to 59 with ARPANET. But everything that's been done in the last years with YouTube and Twitter and all of these things that we have had nothing to do with the federal government. These are people putting in venture capital, putting in seed money to build these things. Some have failed, some have gone on, but these are the people that make up what the internet is, not the federal government.
Sure.
And all they want to do is reclassify it to where now it'll be put under the laws of the arcane laws that the telcos have, and things will happen. They'll now be able to control the free speech. Not only that, you're going to see all these taxes in your bill. You like that VoIP, like that Vonage, like having your phone line over the cable or your fiber optic, whatever? Not for long, Bunky, because they're going to tax you to oblivion. And I'm tired of hearing about, well, we got to tax the rich. We got to do this. We want to do this. We got to tax the rich. Everybody thinks this is a new thing. You remember we just got rid of a 3 to 6% excise tax that we had on phones. What was it there for? It was for the Spanish-American War. Well, you know why they had it? Because only rich people had telephones. Tax the rich. We've been doing this all the time. Rich people, if you're hearing me, if you want to take your money out of the banks and put it in a mattress and say, you know what, rich people are leaving the scene, I'm all for it. Because you're the guys that make the economy go. You're the guys that put the seed money in the capital that make the internet go. And all of these things and Android and all this stuff that we have. You're the guys. It's not the Obama administration. It's not Barney Frank. And all of these guys are lawyers. And now they're playing with FinReg, finance regulation. You know, the regulation that's going to be on your backs, and then you guys aren't going to be putting money in because you're getting taxed to death on health care. And not only that, there's not going to be any growth in the economy or in technology because they're going to be sucking you guys dry with taxes. Oh, and don't forget, over $200,000, most of you are. Your dividends are going to be taxed for health care. Yeah, cracking toast for innovation. So we've got all of this stuff going on. And now we got all these guys who think they can solve the world's problems. And not a darn one of them have anything to do with technology. Most of them are lawyers, a couple of them are doctors, the rest of them, good, here, got elected, but we'll stay for as long as I can. And then we got BP and the oil leak. They're all talking about, I'm seeing these people in the Hill, they're being dragged into Congress. And then they have these little fish with the little cross-hatching lines say, kill, baby, kill. Yeah, environmentalists. I don't like to call them wackos like some people. I just call them environmentalists. Because you know what? They got a brain too. But you know what? It's really odd to the brain, to the thinking that, how did you get there? You drove a car. Oil-powered. Gasoline. How do you heat your homes? Coal? Oil? You know, you guys always whine and complain about this stuff, but boy, you sure love taking the luxuries. You sure like turning up that thermostat, like turning down that heater, like being able to commute back and forth and not ride a bicycle like you're in China. But yet you guys are always whining and complaining. I don't hold these people responsible for the environmental damage. I hold environmentalists responsible for the damage. And let me tell you why. If environmentalists got the hell out of the way, that's right, I said it. I'm in the third hour. And on top of that, if they got out of the way and all of these refineries could be built, nuclear power could be built, and guess what? You could drill on land. And if you did have a problem like this, you know what would happen? The fire department would come and help take care of it. And other people would come and cap the wells. And wow, they could breathe while doing their job instead of being 5,000 feet underwater. It's because of you guys going, not in my backyard, that we pushed them out into the Gulf. A mile out is why we have these problems. So I blame you.
Oh.
And there's an easy way to get rid of this. The Tea Parties are showing the way. November is coming. Oh, the winter of our discontent. And I must tell you, Democrat or Republican, straight vote, all vote, whatever. It's time to throw them out.
Oh, I'm telling you what, you're so right, because we're looking at a government that's grown so large, and they come back in, they take all the money that we make, and they decide that they can do anything that they want with it. It's shocking. It's appalling that we seem to have no control over what we're able to do now with our money.
Well, they put Marty Frank and Chris Dodd in charge. And these are the guys that should be frog-hopped, because the whole reason this whole started was the mortgage deal. And they were the ones that, tried to bend the rules that started the whole thing. Well, Dodd doesn't care. He's getting out while the getting's good. Frank's still standing there, thinks he's the king of everything, and understand, we got to do this, we got to do this. No, we don't. You need to punish the people that did it in the first place. But the rest of the people, the trading, the investing, everything's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of people going up on the Hill. They think they know everything, and then when they don't know nothing, no, we got to have this thing now on BP. How about we cap the oil well first, and then we talk about what happened? Why are we dragging these guys up there? They're busy trying to cap the oil well. November is coming. If you believe in the internet, you believe in technology, you believe in a hands-off approach, you don't want to see your bills skyrocket with tax upon tax upon tax. The whole reason you all turned your lines off anyway. I got one thing to say to you. It's time to change. It's time to get the incumbents out, get the people in there that know what they're doing, getting the taxes off of you, and Obama needs to wake up the next day and go, whoa, who are all you people? And if you don't, you get what you deserve. We're off next week. Remember those who died for us, for our freedom and service, and we'll see you the week after. In the words of the great immortal Orson Welles, and myself, we remain as always obediently yours. Good night.